Now the next story teaches a great lesson, and it's one of your daddy's, all of your daddy's and your mama's favorites. It's called How the Pony Was Won. 3 boys lived with their father in a little cottage. The oldest of the 3 was Arthur. The second was named Raymond, and the youngest was named Howard. Now one day, while the boys were out flying their kites, they saw a man coming along the road, and he was leading a beautiful Shetland pony. The 3 boys wished for the pony and asked their father to buy him. Their father bought the pony. Now all went well for a few days, and they shared their new pet very happily together. But then, as so often we do, they began to quarrel, for each boy began to claim that the pony was his own. "Father bought it for me," said Arthur, "and neither of you can ride him any more." "And the little pony is mine," said Raymond. "He was bought on my birthday." Now little Howard said nothing, for he knew his brothers would laugh if he claimed the pony. The quarrel became so noisy that the father of the boys went out to find what was causing their problems. "Boys, boys," he called, "what does this noise mean? Are you quarreling about your pony? Don't you know that he belongs to all of you?" But the boys were very foolish. They would not stop quarreling. At last the father said, "All right, if this is the way you're going to act, the pony shall be given to the boy who can bring me this hemp bag filled with water from the pond." Now this pleased the boys, for each one hoped to win the pony. The bag was woven loosely and had tiny holes between the meshes. The father said to Arthur, the oldest, "Go first, my son, and try your skill." Now Arthur took the bag and rushed away. He ran quickly on and on until he reached the woods. A little brown squirrel jumped out of a hole in a tree and stood in front of him and chattered merrily. "Line it with wax or gum today and carry the bag away, away." But Arthur did not stop to look, just said in a cross voice, "Oh, get out of my way, chatterbox. I have no time to listen to you. I'm in a hurry." The little brown squirrel shook his head, frisked his tail, as Arthur rushed away. When the boy reached the pond, he stooped to fill the hemp bag. Close beside him a bullfrog croaked in a hoarse voice, "Line it with wax or gum today and carry the bag away, away." Arthur tried to strike the bullfrog and nearly fell into the pond. The bullfrog jumped upon a log, and then he watched Arthur, and he shook his head, just like the little squirrel had. Too bad. Arthur wasn't going to pay any attention to anyone. Now he bent over the water, holding the hemp bag with both hands. He poured water into the bag, but it leaked out. He dug up muddy roots and moss, spread them over the inside. Then he filled it again, and he ran as fast as he could go. But by the time he reached home, every drop of water had leaked out of the hemp bag. Raymond was the next to go. While he was walking quickly toward the pond in the woods, a field mouse ran across the path. Raymond did not look at the mouse. Then the friendly little mouse stood on a log and said, "Line it with wax or gum today and carry the bag away, away." "Oh, what a squeaky, noisy little thing you are, Mr. Mouse," said Raymond. So the mouse went back in his hole. A big brown owl up in a tree called out, "Line it with wax or gum today and carry the bag away, away." But he was planning exactly what he would do how he would carry his water, and he paid no attention to the owl in the tree. He gathered some leaves and lined the hemp bag with them. Then he poured water into the bag, but it leaked out, so he went home with an empty bag. Now it was the youngest son's chance. Howard walked quickly along until he had nearly reached the pond. A little honeybee flew by. The bee hummed to Howard, "Line it with the wax today, today, and carry your bag away, away." "Oh, thank you, little honeybee. Wax is a fine idea," said Howard as he turned around. "Can you spare some from your hive?" "Of Of course, said the honey bee. Come, take all you need. Thank you, said Howard. Howard spread the soft wax all over the inside of the hemp bag. As he walked back toward the pond, he heard a balsam fir tree say, Line it with gum today, and carry the bag away, away. How kind of you, balsam fir! Do you think that you can spare a little gum for your tree so that I may use it to line my bag? Oh, yes, indeed, said the fir. Howard thanked the kind fir tree. Now he's made a second lining by spreading the gum from the balsam tree all over the lining of the wax. This time, of course, when the bag was filled, not one drop of water leaked out. And Howard ran home with the bag and gave it to his father. How surprised his brothers were! Then the father said to the boys, Howard, you have won the prize. You were willing to listen and to be thoughtful. Now the beautiful little Shetland pony belongs to you.